terug met een andere stream. I'm back with another stream, and this time I'm out on the streets of Amsterdam. Ik ben op de straten van Amsterdam, and I am just gonna go for a walk and leave the camera rolling so people can just get a sense of what daily Amsterdam life is actually like. Okay, this is so awkward. Hold on. There you go. And actually, I am standing in front of Westerkerk right now, which is a famous church, actually, one of the famous churches. And it's actually near Dam Square, called de Dam in Dutch, and I'm heading towards de Dam. Okay, can I do this? And actually, it was overcast earlier today and rained a little bit, but the sun is coming out now. As you can see, the sun is coming out now, and it's actually getting warmer. I was a little cold earlier and I was worried I didn't bring, because I didn't bring my sweatshirt, I was worried I'd get a little cold, but looks like the sun is coming out, and hopefully it'll be around until I get back home later. So I am on, oh, what's the street called? Because the thing is, the streets change names when you cross a bridge sometimes. This one, I believe, is Straat, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while since I really walked this route and paid attention to the street names. And in the distance, you can see de Dam. Or actually, sorry, not de Dam. You can see the palace. It's Paleis. And behind, that's the back of the palace, actually, and in front of the palace is Dam Square, de Dam. And I'm gonna pay, and as you can see, there's lots of cyclists and motorcyclists, and I gotta pay attention before I cross. They were nice enough to actually stop that time. You know, I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I'm used to drivers being rude occasionally, and occasionally cyclists. We have bicycle couriers in Toronto, of course, and occasionally cyclists are rude too, but not usually the ones that are just cycling for fun. But here, cycling is such a big part of Dutch culture that I would say that road rage is more on op de fietspad, on the bike lanes, than it is on the road. Yeah, and one of the, within my, I think in the first 2 years I was here, I was walking around the city, just enjoying a nice casual stroll around the city, and overheard another English speaker saying they're not scared of the cars, they're scared of the cyclists. And I laughed. I told Nate, yeah, that is so true. So it takes a while to get used to. When I first moved here, I had to get used to paying attention to all the different lanes. Like, you have a lane for the bicyclists, you have a lane for the trams, aka streetcars in Toronto, and then you have a lane for the cars. So there's 6 lanes on some of the streets. Sometimes just 4 only. That's what you'll see mostly on the main streets, 4 to 6 lanes. 4 or 6 lanes, really. And then side streets, sometimes just small side streets will just be 1 lane or 2. And there's the palace again, you can see. And I'm actually walking a little slower right now because I am paying attention to traffic while doing this and talking at the same time. And oh hey! What's going on my chat? I can't see that. Sorry, the sun is in my eyes. Where is that? Who is that? Hi. Okay, I can't read my... Hold on a second. Hey Mickey, how's it going? Hey Ethith, hi. How's it going today? I hope you guys are having a good day. What have you both been up to? Sorry, my hand was covering the chat on the side. Anyways, and I think Amsterdam is pretty much back at the same level of tourism that we had before COVID. It's kind of like back to the pre-COVID days, and oh geez, oh man, that was the construction Nate was telling me about. Yeah, I can still make it across, but 1 second, let me cross the street first. Hold on a second. Hi. I remember visiting Amsterdam when I was a teenager and being scared of the cyclists. Indeed, it is definitely a real thing to be scared of. I mean, the cyclists yell at each other sometimes too, okay? And I'm talking about probably native Dutch speakers yelling at another Dutch speaker. It's not just they're yelling. It's not that they're yelling at tourists or anything, or just pedestrians. Though I noticed another funny thing is that when I'm just casually walking around like I am today, and actually I'll just switch my camera for a second to say hi properly. Hi. Sorry, where's the camera? The camera's on the side. It's hard to get me in there. Hi. Okay, there's the back of the palace. What I did notice is that when I'm casually walking around, the cyclists are more mean to me. The drivers, not so much. They're about the same. But when I'm actually running, I'm in my running clothes and I'm actually out for a run, the cyclists are actually nice to me. And they'll just let me go ahead. When you're a pedestrian, they tend to want to like beat you to the crossing or something. And yes, as I was saying, I think the tourism is back to the pre-COVID levels of tourism. And there's Atlas, I believe that's supposed to be Atlas on the top of the back of the palace there. Anyways, let's keep walking. I am actually been planning on doing this for a long time actually, and I believe I did one stream already like this, but I messed up with my phone and I had like the data limit turned on, so it shut off the stream. I turned that off now, so it's not going to shut off on me again. And but I've been planning on doing this ever since I started streaming, because I started in December 2019 and thought, okay, it's spring 2020, maybe I'll do spring and summer 2020, maybe I'll do this. And then COVID happened and I was like, God damn it. So this is exciting for me, and it's nice to see you guys here. So, gotta pay attention to the trams here. As you can see, lots of tourism. Nate always, I don't know, Nate thinks there's more tourism here than back in Toronto, Canada, and I'm like, I'm not so sure. I mean, there might be more tourism here than in Toronto, but I think in Toronto during the summers we get a lot of American tourists. They just come up from like New York State because they want to drink at age 19 in Toronto. And that was always kind of amusing during the summers. All right, I believe we are officially across from the dam. And I do hear music. Hopefully this won't put some copyright stuff on my stream or my VOD later. Just gonna cross this way for a little bit. So here we are. Here's the front of the palace. It's pretty big. There are pictures online. I'm sure people can look it up, but there's the palace. It's actually, you can go in and visit the palace. I don't remember if it was free though. I did go in one time. I didn't quite see everything yet in the palace, but it was about the same. Anyways, that way, there's a Madame Tussauds. And that way is heading towards Amsterdam, which has a bunch of restaurants and shops. Very touristy. A lot of souvenir shops, I think. But there's also a really nice Chinese restaurant that I approve of. Reminds me of the Chinese restaurants back in Toronto. And this way, towards this, there's also a shopping street that way. To the right of Madame Tussauds, there's a shopping street. They have some nice shops, and this whole area is basically like an open outdoor shopping mall, in my opinion. And then, so there's this church here, right here. It's called Westerkerk, New Church. And that's like the back alley that way. And then over there's H&M, and going down that street is another shopping street. I'm not going to go down that street today. I'm going to go down Damrock, which is the main street. So when I walk towards the end, do I have time to go? Wait. Oh my God! The last time I was here, the war memorial. Last time I was here, the war memorial was not under repair or anything, but it seems to be under repair. Oops, I can't really see that today, unfortunately. So I won't walk over. Well, I can walk over there a little bit, but it looks like, yeah, it's completely under renovations or repair or something. So actually, I won't go that way. I'm gonna walk towards that direction. Hot dogs. Hot dogs are not as good as the hot dogs in North America. I will say that. I can get better hot dogs in Toronto. Always. But it's fine. You get used to it. There's also something called frikandel, Dutch sausage, which is really, really tasty anyways, and that's hard to get in Toronto. So, trade-offs. Oh, sorry. Almost walked by some people taking a picture. So, this is Dam Square, everyone. If you've been here before, you might recognize it. Pretty busy. Wow, yes, this definitely feels like pre-COVID tourism days. So I'm not going to walk down this shopping street here. And in the winter, it's actually kind of nice at night. In the winter, they put lights up They put like the Christmas lights up and it's pretty nice. And in the winter they have a Christmas tree over here usually. So just taking a look around and make sure I don't run into anybody. Alright, so I gotta head. I'm actually heading towards Centraal Station, Central Station. And I'm gonna meet Nate at the station because he was, he was out. So I gotta meet him on his way back. So, what languages does everyone hear? Welke, talen, hoor, jullie? I occasionally hear Spanish, French, Russian, definitely always hear Dutch, and you always hear English. You might hear some Mandarin Chinese. So yeah, there's the war monuments and it's under under renovations. And De Bijenkorf is a department store. This is the Dutch department store. It's pretty cool. I mean, kind of reminds me of like any other department store. So I'm on Damrak now. I'm gonna walk over towards Central Station, Centraal Station.
Down that way.
And I can kind of see my chat better right now. Yeah, there's a tram stop right there. And more of De Bijenkorf up there. And next to De Bijenkorf is a building off there. Next to De Bijenkorf is De Beurs, which I believe used to be an exchange market, building for an exchange market, stock exchange or whatever, what have you. And it's not that anymore. It's used more for like conventions now. And I believe there's offices in there. It's also a historical building. So let's look at this side while I'm walking. So here, you've got Albert Heijn. Oh, that was a little close. Right. Yeah, Albert Heijn, which is a grocery chain here. You've got some KFC. Nate doesn't like walking on Damrak very much, but I like it. Reminds me of Yonge Street back in Toronto, Canada. It is the main street here. Damrak is the main street here. Yonge Street is the main street in Toronto. It divides east and west Toronto. Goes north and south straight through the city. If you want to get out of Toronto and heading north, just go straight north on Yonge Street and keep going until the lights are behind you. That's how you get out of Toronto. If you're on foot. Alright, I'm gonna step onto the bike path for a bit. It's a little bit messy right now. So there's De Beurs, and there's a little square there. There's a tram going by. There's a tram. And this is Primark. I believe Primark is from the UK. So we do have a Primark here. Pretty decent shopping for clothes, I guess. Decently priced clothes. I don't mind it.
Do you know how to find it?
Alright, another hot dog stand. I'm getting hungry. I haven't had breakfast or lunch yet because I don't usually have breakfast. Sometimes if I wake up really hungry in the morning, I will have a decent Canadian or British English style breakfast with bacon and eggs and whatnot added to it, but not today. Wasn't particularly hungry. Sometimes I'll have orange juice when I wake up or some other kind of juice. In the winters, I like to have a hot drink, hot water, or tea, or herbal tea actually more often than not. Caffeine is not really great for me. And again, I am on Damrak and I'm heading towards Central Station, Centraal Station, and Vlaamse frites. Flemish fries for everyone who doesn't understand Dutch. And it's been interesting. I've been living here for almost 5 years now, actually. Over 4.5 years now. Almost 5 years, and hopefully a lot longer. I am in the process towards getting Dutch nationality here. It's complicated, but hopefully it'll work. And hopefully I get to keep my Canadian citizenship as well. Nate and I talked to a lawyer, and it's totally possible I can keep my Canadian citizenship. Nate is planning on giving up his American citizenship. It's not a secret, I can say that. He's planning on giving up his American citizenship and just getting Dutch citizenship here. And we're both in the process of doing this. In fact, he has to complete that process before I can even apply if I want to keep my Canadian citizenship, which I plan on doing. I have no problems with having Canadian citizenship and Dutch nationality later. Citizenship and nationality here in the Netherlands is basically the same thing. There's no real separation. I believe in the States there's a separation, but not really here. And I don't believe there's a big distinction between citizenship and nationality in Canada either. So, alright, so here's some of the tourism you'll see when you visit Amsterdam and you go down to the train station and you come out from the train station. There's the, I guess, I don't know, stereotypical, what you would expect, boat rides. Sorry, my English is going away. Rondvaarten. It means cruises, but rondvaart really means sail around. That's the literal translation. So some cruises, some boat cruises that you can take. And yes, Centraal station is there in the distance. I'm heading towards that. And there's tours and tickets over there. You can buy tickets, get information on tourist attractions that you want to see. I did most of the Amsterdam tourism stuff within like okay, let's put it this way. I am actually a big foodie. That doesn't show up on stream because being a foodie kind of leads to some health issues potentially. So I try not to do that very much, but I'm gonna try and squeeze in those cooking streams a bit more often than I have in the past. It's been kind of crazy, but I'm gonna try and squeeze those in and make some interesting, hopefully yummy dishes, give people some ideas and inspiration. For me, when it comes to food, I'm inspired by different cultures and the different foods that I like, and I tend to probably make fusion cuisine more often than classic or traditional. So I believe, so people might be like, oh my god, that's not blah blah blah. I did a stream about moussaka, Greek or Turkish, Greek moussaka or Turkish moussaka, or however it's pronounced. I don't remember right now. And somebody was like, that's not traditional. And I'm like, oh, I didn't say it was traditional. But it was yummy. Nate likes it anyways. So yeah, I'm a big foodie. So first week here in Amsterdam, when I first got here, I spent the week trying out like the top 10 or top 20 items, food items that you should try when you're visiting the Netherlands. Got that over with pretty quickly, including trying out the rice tafels. Rice table, literal translation, rice table is a Dutch Indonesian style dinner. It's like a nice, it's like a little banquet, so to speak, and it's really, really yummy. And I just haven't actually looked into it. I wonder, and it's actually pretty expensive, but I've tried rice tafel and I would like to have it again, but it's something you have to have in person in a restaurant. So I'm wondering if COVID kind of killed some of that, but hopefully there's still some rice tafel restaurants around. But yes, I am a big foodie. That was the first week when I arrived here in the Netherlands. And first month, I think I did some of the tourism. Not a lot, just some of it. whatever we could because Nate was working already, and just gradually over a period of time we did some things. We've been to the Kokenhof, which is the tulip garden in Lisa. So I think it's South Holland. Can't remember if it's North Holland or South Holland. I'm trying to think. And also we visited Rotterdam, Maastricht. We went to Maastricht for a David Lynch exhibition, actually. And Rotterdam, we went to Rotterdam in, we went to Rotterdam in 2018 for New Year's Eve, going into 2019, to watch the fireworks at Rotterdam. And Rotterdam, funny enough, reminds me of Toronto quite a bit in terms of ambiance, atmosphere. Somehow it's like, it feels like Toronto to me, except with like Dutch. I don't know, there's something about it. Maybe because Rotterdam is actually a port city. Toronto is probably one of the first major cities you come across when you come in from the Atlantic Ocean, following the St. Lawrence River into Lake Ontario. I mean, you'll come across Ottawa, but then there's also Toronto. And Toronto always historically has been a big hub of activity. And it used to be called Fort York. Because there used to be a British fort there a long, long time ago. Anyways, I am at Centraal Station. How about, so let's look back from the way I came. There we are. There we are. And there's a tram, so you can see that. And there's the M sign means metro, and that's where you go in to the metro. That's one of the entrances. There's some over that way too. And here we are, Centraal Station. I love being at train stations, at like major train stations. I was like this in Toronto with Union Station growing up. I used to like to hang out at Union Station. There also was a cool arcade there. Oh, sorry, did I miss that? Work meeting. Lurking and working, totally acceptable. Enjoy the lurk. Oh, hey, Mike. I'm sorry, did I miss all that? I'm not ignoring you, I was just walking and paying attention to the street. Hey, Mike. Oh, I should switch my camera for a second. Hi, Mike. Yeah, you can see some things behind me there. It is actually, I forgot to put that on my stream title, but I will do that later when I get back home for the game stream. I will have Happy Canada Day on there. It is July 1st. Yes, it is Canada Day. And significantly, I also chose Canada Day as the day I registered my sole proprietorship in the Netherlands. So it's going to be July 1st is always going to be a very important day to me. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Mike. I'm just concentrating on walking around. I am meeting Nate soon. I should check my phone, my other phone actually. I should check my messages. How are you today? How's it going? What have you been up to? Gia was worried about you last night. He was like, I hadn't seen or heard from him in a while. And yes, enjoy the lurk, Ethith. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna point it towards something like that so you guys can see that for a little bit while I check my messages. Would this be less awkward if I had a camera stick? I don't think so. You're good? What is that? You're good, Mike? So what silliness have you been up to with the languages? And, of course, Welke, talen, hoor, Mike? Where? Amsterdam lijkt op Amsterdam. Inderdaad. Oh, okay. Well, Nate is not here yet. So, I'm still going to walk a little bit more. I'm going to actually walk towards the back of the train station, Centraal Station. I'm going to walk towards the back of Centraal Station and sit there because actually it's kind of nice sitting there because the I River is on the other side. So the station is situated on the I River. And who is this other? Oh, Patty. Hi. Amsterdam lijkt op Amsterdam. Hoe gaat het met je, Patty? Wie geht's? Inderdaad, ik heb Engels gehoord. You heard English. On a daily basis, I will hear English, of course, Dutch, Russian, Spanish, and French, I would say. Just generally walking from here, anywhere in this area towards home, I will hear those languages. I think Russian. I mean, it could be Ukrainian, but I'm pretty sure Russian. It depends on how much of the language I pick up. So, anyways, so I'm gonna hold the camera out a bit longer. So there's the station. I love train stations. Like I said, I used to hang out at Union Station when I was a teenager in Toronto. Just I don't know. It's just interesting seeing people coming and going, and some people hang out at airports and watch people like meeting up with each other. I remember when I actually landed and got through all the checkpoints and finally got through to the other side to meet up with Nate. Okay, I'm crying a little bit now because it was kind of emotional. We were away for I think he was here for 3 months before I could get here, and so we were separated for about 3 months during that time period while we were waiting for him to find a place to live here and dealing with immigration at the same time. So when I got here, I had 2 cats with me. We had 2 cats, and I brought both the cats with me on the airplane. I wasn't going to leave my kittens behind. And so I got through the gate and saw Nate, and I'm pretty sure there was 2 people standing there just kind of like watching people coming and going. This part is cool. And so Toronto, like Montreal has a big undercity. And Toronto has an undercity too, but not as big as Montreal, and maybe not as big as New York City. I've heard New York City has a pretty big undercity. And this reminds me of that kind of stuff. It's usually at concourse levels in malls and shopping department stores in like Toronto, Montreal. You go through that way, or you go into the subway area, and then they lead into like a concourse level, and you walk through. This reminds me of that in Toronto, or even in Montreal. I didn't spend a lot of time in Montreal. I've only been there once. I've been to Montreal once. I've been to Quebec a couple of times. I've been to Shawinigan, Quebec, for a school exchange trip back in high school. That was fun. But it reminds me of Toronto this way, and I think that's what amuses me about this train station, on top of the whole me liking being at train stations. Like these kinds of train stations, the big train stations, just fascinate me. So this is one passage from the front of the train station to the back. There's another one. Which one did I take? I don't remember which one I took. It's either I or Amstel Passage. Oh, door's not opening automatically. There you go. Oh, ready. So I don't think Nate is on his way yet. I might still have a few more minutes, so I'm gonna go maybe walk to the back here this way, and we'll take a look at the ferries that come and arrive at the station. So this is really the heart of Amsterdam. The other side of the river is Amsterdam Noord, the Noord borough of Amsterdam, and you can kind of see that there. You can see across the river. So that's looking at places in Noord, and it's kind of interesting. So there's ferries the ferries are free, traveling between from here to Noord. Like this. So you can see, yeah, there's a bike lane here, of course, too. So you got lots more cyclists going back and forth. So whenever I go to Noord, I take one of these ferries. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick little break here and take a look at phone for messages. Let's see. Ah. I think I should remind Nate that he can figure out where I am by going on my stream. Yeah, it's pretty noisy here a bit. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, wait. Actually, wait. I think May is saying he's here right now. Phone? I'm trying to one-finger text. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. Okay, well, I guess maybe I think that's the end of the stream because I am gonna go meet up with Nate. I'm not sure he wants to be on stream. Alright. Hold on. Actually, I'll just walk over to where he is. He probably doesn't want to be on stream right now. So. But I'll just ask him if he wants to be on stream. Sorry about that, people. And I believe that's the eye museum over there. I think. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. I believe that's the eye museum over there. And there's a theater over there. There's a... Actually, see that tall building over there? Right in the center that I have? The tall building is... And we're hearing an airplane flying right now. That tall building. On the top there, there's some giant swings. You can kind of see them swinging. I can kind of see someone swinging right now. It's an interesting thing. So you can go up there, and actually, I wouldn't be surprised if people are there right now, just enjoying the weather up there. It's a rooftop balcony patio. Alright. Yes, indeed. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream now. I'm gonna end the stream now because I gotta meet up with Nate. So I hope you all enjoyed seeing a little bit of daily life in Amsterdam. I don't know how long the stream has been actually. So, how about I stop here and say bye? Oh my god, this camera is just... Okay, so thanks for watching. Bedankt voor het kijken. Tot later. There will be a game stream later. Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood expansion. I'm continuing the MSQ. Tot later. See you later. Thanks for being here, everyone. Wow.